What's good, y'all? SkyMav in the building. Now, today, we're talking about NBA 2K22. Now, my excitement is not exactly as high as it normally is for a 2K game. And the reason why is because I'm just starting to get a little fed up with what 2K has been doing over the last couple of years. Now, obviously, I'm probably not going to be able to get to 2K because these YouTubers I'm going to talk about haven't been able to get to them and ask them to fix their game, but I'm going to at least give it a try too. 2K Sports needs to realize that there's bigger things going on in their game than my career and my team. Now, I know those two are the ones where people have the most microtransactions. Obviously, people pay money to build up their character. In my career, people pay money to build up their teams in my team. All right, we get it. That's only like a portion of what 2K is, and I think they've gotten away from that. And it's all the money that's in competitive gaming is just taken away from the product. And it's like nobody's gonna boycott 2K, which is the problem. Nobody's gonna not buy 2K because it's the only game on the market with updated basketball simulation content. NBA Live is gone, and I don't think there are going to be any other studios making a game that's going to compete with 2K in the near future. So we're going to continue to buy 2K. Now, what we're exactly paying for every year and what they're monopolizing is sometimes some gameplay fixes, but the gameplay has felt the same. Honestly, the minor tweaks over the last decade, it's felt the same. And I play this game along. I'm going to talk about it in a second. But what we're really paying for is the face scans. We pay for people to look updated. Jerseys to look updated. We want to get the new jerseys. We want to get the new shoes. That's all we're paying for. And it's dumb because that is just cosmetics. That has nothing to do with the game. If you stripped all of the face scans and everything, and you tried to compare the 2Ks from the last 10 years, there'd be minor fixes, minor changes to the gameplay. They're really just changing the cosmetics, changing the look, making it look new every year, and slapping an extra year on there every year. And it's like, okay, we get it, and it's gone on for so long that we're starting to get to the point where we're starting to remember, hey, it wasn't always like this. 2K, when it was competing with Live, when all this esports stuff wasn't going on, the game was actually, every year they wanted to make it as accurate as possible. These last few years, they really have just tried to get it out on a deadline. They haven't tried to really fix everything about the game before they set it out, if that makes sense. And it's just starting to get a little transparent that we're seeing that every single year they're only fixing things that are relevant to make it seem like they're updating things. So when I come into this trailer and I'm getting ready to watch, I want to see. I know 1 minute and 35 seconds is not an example of gameplay. It's not going to change my opinion on if this game is going to be better or not. There's no way. I just spent a whole calendar year with all this with all this stuff going on. That I've been just playing 2K21 for most of the year. I don't play a lot of other games. I jump in, I play my league so I can hop in and hop out when I want to and manage my own team. And I'm really good at it. I played a Hall of Fame CPU. I got to make the CPU better on Hall of Fame because it's not good enough to beat me. But it's so unbalanced. And there's so many ratings that don't make sense or that change things that aren't what the rating says. I shouldn't be able to turn my mid-range success up and then all of a sudden make every single three-pointer. What does mid-range success have anything to do with three-point shots? As a game developer, it doesn't make any sense. What does a close shot do? How much does your shooting get affected by changing the consistency sliders? How much does it get changed by changing the contact layup success? Because I've changed that up and down. It barely does anything unless it's at 100 or 0. It's just so many gameplay issues that can be fixed, and they just continue every year to go and make the gameplay modified for 2 game modes when it's a game with dozens of game modes that nobody plays because they cannot get the ratings right. They cannot get the gameplay right, and it's getting ridiculous. But let's watch this trailer. hopefully they can try to give me some kind of hope going into NBA 2K22 that makes it feel like I'm not just dropping $70 on an updated version of the game I just had. These guys look better, but look again. I mean, they're emphasizing Steph, but Steph didn't look good. I don't like it. Looks like Steph, yes, but it doesn't look that great of a face scan to me. I don't know. Chris Paul looks good. LeBron looks the same, which LeBron always looks the same. I mean, they're showing all these players that look the same every year, so you can't really get a good impact. Like what? Like where's Jordan Clarkson? Where's these guys that do change their looks multiple times throughout the season? You know, LaMelo looks good. We saw him already though in the face scan, and there's a reason. There's a reason why they showed Terry Rozier shooting the ball and you can't see his face. It's because they didn't update it. They didn't update it, and it's just like, don't show us a trailer then. Don't show us a trailer if you haven't updated your game. And I saw there was an article about all these gameplay changes and all these added badges and everything. It's all just stuff to make it easier in my career. I don't need my career to be any easier. I don't need no badges to beat a Hall of Fame CPU and drop 100 points a game. It's not hard. It's really not. And I'll do it again next year. If that's what you guys want to see, how to drop 100 a game, I'll show you the cheat codes. This game is not hard. It's not. But we don't really care if it's hard or not. We just want it to be balanced. I'm not even caring about it. I just feel like I'm look like I'm watching 2K21. Case in point, Carmelo Anthony. Does he look like that right now? No, he doesn't. Has he looked like that for the last 2 years? No, he does not. He has his cornrows back, but no, you cannot just replace the old Carmelo from 2007 and put the cornrows on and say that that's updated. No, he doesn't look like that at all anymore. Fix Carmelo Anthony. Fix these players that have looked different for 3+ years. Fix them. It's just, yo. And what's up with the crowd? I mean, I feel like they haven't updated the crowd in like 5 2Ks. Like, the biggest problem, I'll get to it after this, before I close things out. I do like the graphic with the parallels with the old school players. I do love that. It is nostalgic, and I do have a soft spot for nostalgia. It's just, I just don't understand. This game does not make me want to buy a new one every single year, especially for a person. Let me give you this. People would pay to watch King of the Fourth Quarter and another YouTuber battle in a rebuild. Like, that's timed. And they pay money to watch that. I would do that. You can't, first of all, you gotta pay me if you're gonna steal this idea, because this is my idea. But I would do that. I would do a competitive rebuild against somebody. But why would we want to do it when nothing has been fixed about this game? And it's just like, put effort into the game modes that put effort into the whole game. I'll just say that. Don't just put effort into the parts that are going to be marketable. The biggest point of what I'm trying to say is, if you want to go back and look at 2K13 compared to 2K14 and how big that leap was, oh my goodness, going back to that time period, a lot of these kids don't even know that the leap from 2K13 to 2K14 was unfathomable, how better the game played and looked. And this game, they just don't make leaps anymore. They don't. They haven't made a leap like that in 8 years. And even from going to 2K20 to 2K21, yes, the game looked much better, but you could tell 2K13 to 2K14 ran on different engines. 2K21 and 2K20 feel like the same game. All that trigger stuff with the controller, all that, it doesn't fake. You can't fake that on a person that's been playing 2K for 20 years. You can't do that. And it's just, they haven't made a leap. This year is not going to be the year when they do make the leap. And it's just losing my confidence in this studio. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll go check out my other content. Follow me on Twitter at SkyMav6. I'm out. Take care.